Good morning, everybody. Welcome to January 15th. If you're on Patreon, the mid-month readings are going to be going up today or tomorrow. I'm not sure. It's one big roundup, so just so you know, it's one video of all the zodiac signs, messages for mid-month for you. That's on Patreon. Also at noon live today, I am going to be focusing on the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So next week will be fire, the week after that earth, and the week after that is water, just in the same order we have just done that cycle. So join me at noon, right here on this here bat channel. All right, so welcome in. If you're new here, thank you. If you like my content, please like, subscribe, and share. That definitely helps me to find other people who will also be helped by this content. So please do, if you haven't done that already. Thank you very much. All right, divine messages for those watching, please. All right. Here and now. Co-create. Yin. All right. So this, the situation here, this yin is the Ace of Cups. Okay, so sometimes you see it as like, don't do anything. Other times it's like, hey, Ace of Cups is coming. You're co-creating the Ace of Cups when you're in your most mindful posture. The thing we did yesterday on the live on Patreon is talking about opening to intuition. And, you know, it's not just as easy as just sitting down and meditating, though that's a really good thing to do. There's a lot more to it than that. It's about following, also working your intuition, also doing the stuff that that your intuition sort of, you know, shoves you towards. And mindfulness is a really great way to hear yourself. Mindfulness is the practice of sitting in the moment. You know, what do you see? What do you hear? What do you feel? What do you touch? What do you taste? What do you smell? And just be completely immersed in that moment. It's really great to do that in nature. In nature, baby. All right, let's see where we go. Let's see where we go. I also did a interesting reading yesterday for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. The extended, the deeper dive was all one video. It was really kind of fascinating to me. 7 of Cups underneath. So if you're looking for twin flame readings, there you go. The World, 3 of Swords, Judgment. Wow. Queen of Swords, 9 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, High Priestess, 6 of Wands, Justice. Okay, coming into balance here. So if you've been confused in the past about your spiritual path or about opening to intuition or whatever, that's about to change, okay? So World, 3 of Swords, and Judgment. I do feel like there may be some people leaving your life because you're opening up a lot more. And it feels almost like, so part of opening up to your intuition is removing a lot of distractions. So if you've got a lot of drama in your life, if you've got a lot of people around you, friends, family, you know, situations that you're in that are creating a lot of drama for you, that is inhibiting your ability to hear yourself. Okay, because you're constantly dealing with, just like social media, just like a lot of other things, it's taking up your headspace. So this is about getting stuff out of your headspace. Okay, no more of that kind of nonsense. And some of it requires effort that could feel like, oh, I'm gonna have to let go of this. I really have, you know, I'm going to have to let go of this Twitter habit. I'm going to have to let go of this friend who's very entertaining but causes a lot of toxic drama around me. I'm going to have to really, you know, let loose of my attachment to whatever it is. Okay? And what's happening there is you're being requested to look at yourself, look at your own attachments, look at your own blocks, look at your own nuttiness, your own baggage, the stuff that you put in your body that's not good for you, that's inhibiting your ability to have intuition. The lack of movement, the weight gain. A lot of us have gained weight over COVID. It's very common. So don't feel like you're alone. Okay, I just want you to know. But now we're really looking at it, being like, okay, well, it's one thing to be like, okay, we're all in this together, and that's true, especially as we move into Aquarius. But you and only you can look at yourself and take care of yourself and do what you need to do. Okay, you and only you. And by doing that, you're going to be rewarded, right? Saturn, we're moving out of Capricorn season, ruled by Saturn. We're moving into Aquarius season. And when we move away from anything that is really Saturnian, usually leaves a gifty. Saturn usually leaves a gifty. If you do the work, or if you're in this space, you may be getting a lot of nightmares, maybe getting a lot of middle of the night stuff. I know I have been. The sleep has been a real problem. Not because of monkey mind or anything like that, but just because things want to come out, and it's like, okay, go do that reading. Okay, go do that meditation. Okay, go do that, right? So there's a lot of stuff pushing you. And I feel like really stepping into your intuitive nature and trusting your intuition more is what's being called for. So I kind of feel like that our Western culture, well, I don't kind of feel like this, I definitely feel like this, that it's not celebratory of intuitive expression. It's not, people don't believe in it. People think it's woo-woo. People think it's, airy-fairy. People think it's, whatever it is. But here's the thing. The most brilliant minds, it doesn't come from them. It comes from somewhere else. Just ask poets. Just ask musicians. Just ask, right? If you watch Soul, the movie, right? It comes from somewhere else. When you meet your intuition in that higher plane, music that flows through you comes from somewhere else. So if you can embrace and accept the idea that you are not the intelligence that maybe you think you are, you're not the creative that you think you are, it's really about opening to those things. That's what's going to be creating this amazing balance, this amazing ability to move forward into, look at that, judgment, justice, and the gifty of Ace of Pentacles. So what is this gifty? Let's see. All right, let's get some clarity around that. What is this gifty that's being bestowed because you pay attention to it now, because you're ruthlessly looking right at it? All right, Ace of Pentacles here. Three of Wands, Hermit, King of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Seven of Wands. Okay, this could be, you could have been in the past resisting a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or you could have been resisting an earth plane existence. You could be like having this duality going on. My 3D life versus my 5D life. My stuff, my money, my job, my car, my whatever, okay? Versus being on a mountaintop, right? I think you need to see that both of these are extremes, okay? And so what really is happening here is manifesting some kind of balance, manifesting the ability to be in the world, but not of the world, right? Being in the world and still being able to balance things. What are the distractions? What are the things? So you're co-creating this new experience of stepping into being a teacher, stepping into being a guide. So, I definitely have been having this experience of this kind of expression of my intuitive nature is going to evolve over time, right? There may be, less readings. There may be more spiritual readings. There may be a different there may be more channeling with no cards. There may be a whole host of other ways that my intuition is opening to me now. And I'm feeling definitely that transition, okay? I think that that's what we're saying here, is that too much on one or either side of these things may put you out of balance a little bit. So you're needing to step into your intuitive sense more, and the ease with which you move through life. What happens is, I think we get to a place where we're comfortable, and then we want to stay. We want to stand there for a million years. But your intuition is like, okay, no, you've got to keep moving along. You got to keep moving along. You got to keep moving along. And that's why we have tower moments. If you hold on to things too long, you get a tower moment. Okay. So you could be resisting something new that wants to come in. And what's happening right now is there's something that's creating space. So your intuition is trying to clear some space. You've completely filled up your expression in this world. You need to make space for the new stuff that wants to come in. And does that mean some people will leave? Yup. Does that mean some jobs will leave? You bet. Does that mean some careers, some businesses, whatever your intuition will leave? You bet. So whatever your intuition is telling you, hey, Mary Jo, time to evolve, okay? It can be like a little bit like, oh, well, I don't know if I'm ready to do that. When you get the intuition is when you're ready. Like the universe knows you way better than you do. Okay, so you could be resisting this movement forward. You could be Ace of Cups wants to come in, Ace of Pentacles wants to come in. You're manifesting these things and you're resisting them at the same time. Okay, why is that happening? Why is there resistance? It can be about comfort level. It can also be about the work that's required. Okay, 10 of Cups, Sun, 3 of Swords. Oh my God, Death, 4 of Swords. Okay, so some of you, new love or new stuff. This could have happened in the past. You could have found somebody or been in your twin flame connection and that hurt you. Okay, so change is viewed as hurt. Change equals hurt. Okay, and what really needs to happen now is the healing of that. That's transformative. From anybody who lied to you or any kind of thing like that, sneaky, whatever, you're going to have to move away from that. You're going to have to move on from that. You betcha. Devil energy and strength. I love this. I love that. Okay? It's overcoming this energy of stuckness. And the strength card, the movement card here, it requires you to look at your own bullshit. It requires you to do the work of stepping into intuition and then taking action. Okay? So okay, so let me just give you an example. What if your intuition said to you, as it did to me, hey, this relationship is over. It's time for you to move on. I know you're married. I know you have a house. I know you have all this stuff together, but it's time to move on from this. That's what happened to me in 08. In 06, actually. It took me a while to get out. Perfectly lovely human being. Never say a bad word about him. But it was over. I had done what I needed to do, and that was just, and my own upbringing was like, okay, we've been married for 12 years. Like, what? But I just kept having the experience of every time I could, every juncture of that changeover, I just kept saying to myself, but this is over. So you need to move on from it. Okay, every juncture where I could have just nestled in and just been like, oh, let's just try again, or let's just do something. It wasn't that. It wasn't that there was really, it just was done. And so I had to say to myself every single time, hey, you know what? You have somewhere else to go. There's something else on the other side of this that you need to follow down. The intuition doesn't show up fully baked. It doesn't show up as like a, perfect, hey, it's all done for you. Here you go. Here's the road. Here's all the steps you need to take. It doesn't show up like that. It's like, this is over. You need to move on. Sometimes it doesn't show you where you're moving on to. Boy, it sure took a long time to go through all of these different islands that I've been. It's definitely been islands. Islands and then swimming for a long time and then island and then swimming for a long time. No question. Okay, so I'm going to look at, when we go to the extended, if you're on Patreon, it's going to start with this video. If not, you can go to Vimeo and catch the deeper dive of this reading. There's Cancer here, there's Libra here. Cancer, Libra, Leo has been showing up a lot. Capricorn, there's Cancer again. Scorpio, Leo again, Virgo. All right, so I'll do all those. I will do all those. Cancer, Libra, Leo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Leo again, Virgo. All right, I'll take a look at each one of those zodiac signs in the extended. All right, if you want to continue on with me, the link is below on Vimeo. If you're on Patreon, the rest of this reading starts right now.